Hello everyone, this is American Hussar Gaming and I am Hussar. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be starting a new series aimed at newer players. I'm calling it ESOU because I'm not very imaginative and it's also factually correct. It's aimed at showing new players all of the different things that you can do to make your life easier while playing this game. There's a whole bunch of things that I was never told when I started playing the game, and because I'm also bad at reading tutorials, and was lucky enough had some guild mates who showed me the ropes. So first up is a brand new character here. I've got this to about level 30, but as you see, I've got nothing going on the screen. You can't see you can't see your guild chat, you can't see area chat, you can't see health bars, you can't tell where an AoE is, so you don't stand in stupid. I'm going to show you how to fix all that. First thing is, open up your menu, go to options, and click on that. The first place we want to go to is gameplay. Click on that. I always put my hide polymorph helmet. I also like to see all the different stamina upgrades for my mounts. It's just a bunch of different saddlebags and things that it puts on there. I like to see them, some people don't. Companion reactions frequent. I like talkative companions. I know I may be alone in that, but I do, so I always put it on frequent, which is the most they can talk. Now this is new because of the dual mounts. Whatever. You can have that preference to have them never get on it, not while you're in a group of people, or always. Combat cues. I turn these on. Turn custom colors on. Friendly color. The friendly AoE is make it something nice. I pick green because it's a nice friendly color, and put the brightness just under the L. Test it. You can see now when you're sending in something friendly, it'll look like that. Enemy color, I'll likewise make it something bright. I've seen people use gray. I picked this bilious pink color, so because it's unfortunately Kinraz has a reddish color that will hide this if you don't have the color attenuated away from that color. So here's what it looks like if you don't want to stand in. And let me back up. For enemy brightness, I put the fader under the E. Now let's test it so we can see. That's what it looks like, so you know not to stand in that. Prevent attacking innocence is self-explanatory. Turn it on so you don't accidentally use one of your abilities on a civilian and get yourself in hock with the guards. Quick cast ground abilities. I put it on automatic because that way it saves. Otherwise, it's a two-step process. For like, say, caltrops, if you throw it, first you have to target it, and then you click it once to target it, and then you click it again to fire the power off. This way, it just does it all in one click. When I'm using my companions, I just have them auto-cast their ulti. Consolidate area loot on. Auto loot on. Auto loot stolen items. I always have this off because I don't want to accidentally steal things. This is also relatively new. You turn this on so you don't accidentally steal something from the environment and get yourself an unwanted bounty. If you're an ESO Plus member, turn this on to auto add everything to your craft bag. I like to see my loot history, so I leave that on. That's self-explanatory. I forget to turn them off, honestly, but turn the tutorials on if you're new and you don't know what you're doing yet. Next up, camera. Just leave this alone. You can fiddle with it later, and if you click on it, it'll show you what it does. For the interface, the heads-up display, you can prefer character name. I always put gamer tag. That way, the characters change, but your gamer tag doesn't, so you can, unless you have an alt, that way you can keep track of people better. I leave that group revive counter on automatic, quest tracker on. I leave all of that on. I leave that off so I can see chat from everybody around me, and I leave my bubble on for myself. Nameplates, turn those on. This will click on everything under it. Guild tabard. If you have a guild tabard, I'll zip out here to my menu so I show you what that looks like. If you have a guild tabard and you put it on, if it's not a costume, it'll automatically show up and put a thing under your name. Starting with self show, put them to always or targeted. I like to see those, so I put them on always. Likewise for enemy ones, you always want to see those Turn the health, I like to see the health bar, so I turn those on. That puts everything else on here. So everything from this under here you want always or injured or targeted. I like to see the alliance indicators, so I turn them on because I like to see all of them. This will also put an icon over somebody that's in your group. That's self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory. Interactables will glow. That's always handy to have on. Make sure that's on. Social. I like large text, so I use it. The Hud Chat. Now this is what turns on or off all of the zone chat and guild chats that you have. I don't care about profanity, so I leave that on. Leaderboards are just that. If one of your guildmates completes some content that has a score associated with it, this will show up in your notifications. Auto decline duels. I turn that on because I don't want people bothering me if I don't want to do a duel. It makes a little bonk noise that lets you know that they automatically declined it. You can do this too. You leave that on. I think this is the one that can that will communicate to you like when a campaign's about to end or the server's about to shut down. Next up is chat colors. I leave these alone, but I change the guilds. So this one, it's an Aldmari Dominion guild, which is yellow, so I leave it yellow, and I turn it to a color that will show up against the background. Officer chat for that. I like to make that a little dark. So for all of these chats, what you want to do is change it to something that I color code each of them and keep that color the same for all of my different guilds. That way, when you have your chat going on the side of your screen, it'll be easy to see, because you can just see the color right in the corner of your eye. You don't have to actually look at it. Combat cues. Ability bar. Make it automatic. Turn your timers on. Turning your timers on puts a little bitty countdown bar inside of your skill, so it shows you when it's about to run out. Turn your back bar on, so it does it for the back bar at the same time, so you can see when your back bar skills are about to fall off. I put that on always show. Put that on always show. I like to see the resource numbers, so I put number and percent. I like to see my ulti number, so I turn that on. Starting with combat text, turn all of the things to on. That way you can see what the incoming and outgoing damage and healing that you and all of your pets do, as well as your group members. Showing overhealing is important because some sets have procs that activate only when you overheal. I want to always see the buffs and debuffs, so I turn all of that on as well. And that's it. Now when you come out, now you'll see that there's a lot more to look at around in the world. Let's go somewhere interesting so you can see the AoEs in action. Now you can see the pink areas that you do not want to stand in, because bad things will happen. I hit my healing thing so you can see I'm healing people. That's what the green numbers mean. You want to see what a friendly AoE looks like? Here's my ultimate. You saw the big green blip for a second? That showed like there. There's another one that's a friendly one. That's all I have for today, guys. Just a quick little video to show people who are brand new at the game how to make their game better and make their life easier by turning on simple functions within the menu. If you like what you see here, please consider liking and subscribing. Also, if you can throw a comment down there, even if it's just to say following directions, I really appreciate it, just to help the algorithm out. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.